Okay.
We got the starter set and we felt it was apt to do a beginner game using the basic rules out of this book.
Combat Patrol allows you to get to play the game as quickly as possible with a more streamlined set of rules than a full game of Warhammer 40k.
Combat Patrol is kind of an army out of a box. Predetermined units so that you don't need to do the list building yourself. Every single unit in your force has a data sheet. The data sheet tells you how fast they move, how accurate they are, what kind of weapons that they have. We'll go over more about the data sheets as we get into the game. The Warhammer app has all the Combat Patrol rules as well as the core rules for free. The Combat Patrol that I'm taking is the Assault Force. In my Assault Force, there's the Assault Force Intercessor Squad, an Assault Force Captain, Assault Force Vanguard Veterans with Jump Packs, Assault Force Landspeeder, and an Assault Force Librarian.
So I am playing the Ardmob Combat Patrol. I have 2 squads of Ardmob boys, 10 man each. I have an Ardmob Warboss. I have an Ardmob Weirboy, I have some Ardmob Gretchen, and I've got an Ardmob Wartrack. One of the reasons that they're referred to as Ardmob boys is that is a keyword, and keywords are specific for certain stratagems and rules, and that's very important when you're building your forces in Warhammer.
There are a regular Intercessor Squad, which can be configured a certain way with certain abilities and rules. There is an Assault Force Intercessor Squad that has different abilities and different rules. In this Learn to Play, we're playing a mission right out of the Learn to Play book, and what they want us to do is choose an enhancement each. I'm gonna get one for my army, you're gonna get one for yours. The enhancement I'm taking out of my detachment is the Battle Line Veterans. That's going to give rapid fire to my Intercessor Squad.
I'm going to choose the extra Platen enhancement for my Wartrack. It's going to give him a 3+ armor save and a 4+ invulnerable save. So half the time, I should be able to shrug wounds. We also have a couple of leader characters in our combat patrols. I have a Warboss and I have a Weird Boy, and I'm going to attach those. My Ardmob Warboss is going to attach to one of my Ardmob Boy squads, which I'm gonna just call Boy Squads from here on out, because Ardmob is a mouthful. And my Weird Boy is gonna attach to the other Boy Squad. The Weird Boy is actually going to allow me, at the end of my command phase, if I'm on an objective, to secure that objective. And my Warboss is gonna give me extra options in close combat from my Boy Squad.
I'm gonna take my Librarian, and I'm gonna attach it to the Solid Intercessors. Now what happens is they no longer take a penalty for their ballistic skill or to hit rolls.
So now that we've configured our combat patrols, we've chosen our enhancement, put our leaders in with the attached units that we want them to be with, now we have to create the battlefield. Ta-da! And of course, these maps come with the new Learn box set.
What is great about the maps is they come with the templates built right into the mat itself. We now know where the objectives are, how to place terrain. It's really easy to set up.
We're using Layout A if you're following along in the app, and we've added a couple of extra objectives in the middle of the board. Why? Because objectives are fun, and it's a fun way to score, and points are neat. But really, it's so that we can show you at home when you're playing a game of Warhammer, whether it's Combat Patrol or a full Warhammer 40,000 game at 2,000 points, how controlling objectives and forcing your opponent to take them away from you is a really vital and important part of how you play this game.
Before we go any further, let's talk about terrain area. This one here is my home objective. That one in the corner is your home objective. Then we've got expansion objectives. One's up here, the other one is over there. Then we've got 2 central objectives. We've got a central objective there, central objective over here. We're going to be scoring victory points by getting on top of these objectives.
Our deployment zones are the far opposite corners of the map, basically 2 of the foldouts in the map set that comes in the box set, and we score points in specific ways. I score 5 points at the end of my turn should I destroy any of TAC's units. I will also score at the end of my second command phase and for the rest of the game 5 primary points should I hold any objective that isn't my home objective, and if I manage to hold TAC's home objective, I'll score an additional 5 victory points. So I score points by holding an objective every turn, holding TAC's home objective, and crumping his units good. For TAC to score primary victory points, he needs to hold objectives outside of his deployment zone. He will score 5 victory points for holding one objective and at least as many objectives as I control. However, should he control 2 or more objectives, not counting home objectives, he's going to score an additional 10 victory points. That's right, Tak can easily score 15 victory points per turn just by standing around. That doesn't feel right. I think I'm going to crumple. We have created our battlefield. Now we have to deploy our armies. We need to roll off here to decide who's going to deploy first.
In a game of Warhammer 40k, you're always using D6 dice. So this is 6-sided dice. Whoever rolls the highest will determine who deploys first.
Here we go. I had a 4.
I only rolled a 2.
All right, so my deployment zone is basically this corner of the map. We've laid it out with our cool play on the deployment zone markers. Armies are deployed back and forth, 1 unit at a time, and if one...
Two, one, mage. Two, one, range. 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 Two, one, mage. Two, one, range.
One player should run out of units, the other player continues to deploy until they've also run out of units. I am gonna choose to deploy my weird boy and his squad of boys, and I'm gonna drop them in the terrain at the top here.
My Vanguard Veteran Squad, they're gonna go in this terrain area. Before we go any further, let's talk about terrain area. Each one of these squares, these are terrain areas, allows infantry when they're on top of them to gain the benefit of cover. They're gonna be harder to hit. My Vanguard Veteran Squad gain the benefit of cover, but also they've got a very fast move. Hope is that they're gonna go and grab that objective over there and start to score some points.
I'm gonna give you some cannon fodder, the Gretchen. Everybody loves Gretchen. If you are within the terrain, you gain the benefit of cover. Only if they're infantry, beast, or swarms.
My captain, I think, is going to make a play for the middle of the map.
My war boss has decided that this is the guy he wants to get to Crumpin. My war boss and his boys, infantry can actually run through walls. This represents breaching rams, busting through doors, or in the case of orcs, probably just headbutting their way right through. So my boys are gonna be all within the terrain, so they're still gonna benefit from cover, but they're also gonna be ready to pounce and charge to the middle of the board.
This is my librarian with his squad of intercessors.
I'm gonna place my war track right up next to the edge of the terrain, not quite touching it, in the back corner, leading from the back. I have deployed all of my units.
We're gonna take my land speeder and we're gonna fit it like so, right on the edge of the map.
Roll to go first, all important. This will determine who will be the active player in the first turn. And in this case, here we go. It's a 2.
I rolled a 1.
I doubled you.
You did.
Well, sir, the orcs get to go first. Best of luck, Tack.
Best of luck to you.
From here, we get to begin the battle. We're gonna play 5 turns of Warhammer, and we're going to eventually come to a conclusion that will end the battle.
Before we start your turn, let's talk a little bit about what you need to play a game of Warhammer 40,000.
This episode is sponsored by Leveled Up Merchandising. That's right, friend of the channel, Michael, has got everything you need to play a game of Warhammer 40,000.
There's going to be a lot of measuring. You're going to need measuring tools. You're going to need either a tape measure,
We've got the tape measures.
or we can also use widgets.
We've got the cool widgets.
You're going to need dice.
We've got the dice bags.
On top of that, what we like to have here at Play on Tabletop is we have a marker to denote our command points.
Indeed.
We have a way to keep track of our score, which is a handy dandy tracker. Want to have tokens.
Indeed.
Throughout the game, there might be special abilities that your units can do. I either like to use the Dice Tell Stories token, the Play On token, or this may come up in this game, there's a thing called Battle Shock. It's a bad thing to happen to your units. If it does happen, you can note it with the Battle Shock token.
Considering it's you and I playing, we're going to use a lot of that fun. Head over to merch.playontabletop.com, and if it's your first order, use promo code WELCOME to PlayOn to save yourself 10%. And you can get all the cool stuff that you see on our tabletop. That's right, the widgets, the coins, the tape measures, the dice bags. We've got hats, and we've got the best t-shirts from a not a t-shirt company. That's right, Tack loves it when I say it. Make sure to follow the link in the description below and check out merch.playontabletop.com today.
In your battle rounds, each player gets a turn. JT won the roll-off, you're going to get turn 1. I'm going to go after that. In a turn, you get to activate your entire army, and then when you pass it over to me, I get to activate my entire army.
So it's my turn, so I'm the active player, and you would be the opposing player. And then when that flips, we reverse those roles.
In your turn, you're going to have to do your command phase first. After your command phase, you do your movement phase. After the movement phase, you do the shooting phase. Then there's the charge phase, which is probably your favorite phase.
Over the orcs? Oh, yeah.
And then there's the fight phase, which is just as good as the charge phase.
It's kind of, yeah, it's where we want to get. Orcs like to crumble. So my actual faction rule is declared at the start of the command phase. It's called the WA. Orcs get all riled up, charge across the battlefield, and at the time of this recording, they get an invulnerable save, plus they get some other bonuses. But it's way too early for that. A good war boss knows to be patient.
We gain our command points. I gain 1.
And I gain 1 as well. Into the battle shock step. There are no battle shocks to take. Nobody's scared yet. So after battle shock, we have the other command phase ability step in the command phase. This is where you would use perhaps stratagems or things to buff your army or choices that aren't specific to the start of the command phase. I don't have any of those, so we go to the end of the command phase. End of the command phase is also its separate step because there are things that occur specifically at the end. Like, my weird boy is attached to a squad of boys, and what he gives them is at the end of any command phase, if I am on an objective that I hold, which I hold, this objective, I now secure that objective. And I will hold that until you come take it away. I don't even have to be on it anymore.
Oh, that's fucking funny. That would have been great if I was able to pass through there.
Two, one, mage. Two, one, range. Two, one, mage. Two, one, range. Two, one, mage. Two, one, range.
Wow, I'm dumb.
One of the most important things that happens at the end of the command step is scoring.
Typically, primary points are scored at the end of your command phase, sometimes at a turn, but of course, depending on your mission, that's going to tell you what you do. However, that's the command phase. Now it's on to the movement phase. Here we go.
Here we go.
My movement options are threefold. I can remain stationary, I can advance, or I can make a normal move. You choose that option before you make your maneuver. So I'm going to choose my Gretchen first, and I'm going to advance my Gretchen and see how far my little runts can go. To advance, I roll a 6-sided dice, add that to my movement characteristic, and I can move up to that distance. You don't have to move at all. Here we go. It's a 6. Here we go, boys.
So their little feet are taking them places.
You can see on the data sheet that my Gretchen have a movement of 6. I've rolled a 6 for my advance. That means I can move up to 12 inches with my little guys. So if I measure 12 inches from the front of one of my models, that means this little dude can run all the way up to where my finger is. I'm going to back him up just a bit. I don't want to give you too many charge targets.
When you're moving your units, you need to be in coherency.
Indeed, maintaining unit coherency is every model must be within 9 inches of each other and must be within 2 inches of one other model. In the case of my Gretchen, you can see they're a nice tight group, and if we measure it, they're well within 9 inches of each other. That's my first movement. I get to choose my second movement. I'm going to choose to move my war track now, and now my war track's mounted, so it has a slightly different profile. I'm also concerned about where your speeder is going to go, because I see a melt-a-gun.
Don't worry about it.
He says knowingly. I'm going to advance just to make sure that I can get where I want to. It's only a 1. That's the noise it makes. This is where it gets interesting. I have to move my infantry out to go get some objectives. So I'm going to first start with my Weird Boy. Weird Boy squad and the boys are going to advance to try to get some cover. It's another 6 tag. My Weird Boy is going to go to here, and he's going to be outside of the terrain, and everybody else gets to move up to 12 inches. So that leaves just my boss man.
Where does he want to go?
I really don't have any shots. You're hidden really well. Only a 1.
There's other numbers on your dice, right?
Nope. 2 guys go over. That makes it really, really easy to move. I'm gonna move my war boss though, back this direction. That would be my entire movement phase. I have no ability to shoot you from the positions I'm in. I've advanced most of my units, which will preclude shooting in a lot of cases, unless you have the assault keyword. My guns don't have that.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my. That means a very quick turn 1. I actually have an end of turn scoring. According to this mission for the orcs, if I crump any of your units, that means remove them from play, I'll score 5 victory points. Well, I didn't even get to shoot at them, so that means no scoring for me. However, I am on an objective with a squad of Gretchen. If they're still there next turn, I will score some points. That ends my turn. It is going to be your turn 1, sir.
At the start of the command phase, I also get a neat other roll, which is my army roll. I'm going to place an Oath of Moment marker on your boy squad. I've elected them as my Oath of Moment target. What's going to happen here is I'm going to get reroll hits against that unit, as well as +1 to wounds.
Oh my.
Gaining command points, so I'm up to 2, so are you.
Indeed.
Command points are a resource in which you use stratagems. We don't have any stratagems to use yet, but they'll definitely come up during this game.
They will.
There is no battle shots to take, not yet. There is no other command feasibilities that I have access to, and there is no scoring for me in the first battle round. My primary score happens after the second battle round. Then we enter into the movement phase. I advance my captain. He can only move E7. 7 luckily gets a toe right onto that piece right there.
That means you are now on the objective.
My Assault Force Intercessor Squad does have assault weapons, which means I can advance and shoot. That being said, I will have a hard time getting line of sight. The way that line of sight works, there is what's called true line of sight, the ability for a model to physically see another model. There are also things that block line of sight. These terrain areas block line of sight if you're behind them. So I might have a very hard time getting these guys into a position where they can shoot at the boys.
Indeed. You get a big roll on your assault intercessors. You could potentially start chewing up my boys.
Potentially. There we go, 1 and a 6.
Trust us, folks, there are other numbers on these dice.
So my back row can land there. My land speeder has a movement of 14 inches. Oof. However, in order to clear this terrain piece, I probably need to fly over it. When a unit that has the fly keyword needs to fly over terrain, they can do something called take to the skies, which is a rule. -2 to my movement, so I'm only going to be able to move 12. That does land me there.
But it lets you fly over anything intervening, no matter how tall it is.
And now I do have range as well as line of sight onto your boy squad.
Oh dear.
I'm going to choose to advance my Vanguard veterans.
That will preclude them from charging me.
That does.
So my Gretchen are going to be safe.
Right now, I could move 12 inches. That's going to land me there. That's going to make them a charged target. However, if I don't do enough taking down those boys, that puts my Vanguard veterans in a very precarious position. That being said, I also score mega points if I'm on multiple objectives, not including my home objective. So I'm very keen to try to get at that objective at the bottom there.
Indeed.
So let's see how far my Vanguard veterans move. Hey, it's not a 1 or a 6.
Really?
It's a 3.
Yay! There are other pips on the dice.
So if you don't mind, JT, could you help move my Vanguard veterans?
Absolutely, sir. He's going to get right to here. You want him just touching, correct?
Correct.
That's your movement, sir.
That is my movement. So we're going to move on to the shooting phase. I'm going to declare all the weapons off of my land speeder are going to go into that boy squad. This is where we get to talk about stratagems. Stratagems are things that you can use offensively or defensively to buff a point in time in the battle.
Two, one, mage. Two, one, range. Two, one, mage. Two, 1. Range. 2. 1. Mage. 2. 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 1.
For this game, we've kind of augmented the rules just slightly so that we're following just the book. With the book, there's only 3 stratagems available to you. There's Insane Bravery, Epic Challenge, and Counteroffensive. Unfortunately, Command Reroll's not in here. Dice will just be dice.
That speeds it up a little bit. So I'm going to use Medi-Squigs for one of my command points. I will go down to a single command point. Medi-Squigs will give that unit a 5-up invulnerable save against shooting attacks. My boys have a 5-up armor save. That means for every wound that I take, my armor can stop it on the roll of a 5 or better. So a 5 or a 6, basically. However, armor penetration reduces that number. So if I roll a 5 to save against AP 1, it becomes a modified 4, which is lower than my armor, and my boy gets crumped. So an invulnerable save cannot be modified by armor penetration. I can stop your melt-a-gun with an invul save.
Maybe, we'll see. The first weapon I'm going to elect to use is the Gatling Cannon. I get 8 shots on this, and I hit on a 3+. That's my ballistic skill. That's what I need to score on a 6-sided dice to score a hit.
And because of Oath of Moment, you're re-rolling all your failed hits.
So here we go.
Uh-oh, you've rolled 6s. Does this sustain?
It does.
Oh, good friggin' boogly.
When you see a 6 in a hit roll, count it as a critical hit, and that may confer extra rolls. In this case, sustain hits 1. Those are going to give me extra attacks. But we're going to reroll first. The 1 and the 2 are a fail. I need a 3+ to hit. Those 6s mean that I can put 4 dice back in.
So you shot me 8 times and you hit me 10.
Now what we do is we compare the strength of the weapon to the toughness of its target. You have a toughness of 5, I have a strength of 5. Typically, when it's 5 versus 5 or the same number versus the same number, you are scoring a wound on a 4+.
It's a 50-50.
It's a 50-50. However, with my army roll, which is Oath of Moment, I get a +1 to this roll.
So you're winning me on 3s.
We'll see what happens. I drop 2.
Oh my goodness. That means I need to make 8 saving throws. Boys have 1 wound. The boss knob has got 2 wounds, and then my war boss is attached. So I have 8 dice I need to make my save allocation groups. In this case, it'll start with the regular boys, then it'll go to the knob, then it'll go to the war boss. So I'm looking for 5s here because of my Medi-Squigs giving me a 5 of invulnerable save to try to shrug some of the wounds coming in. And I've rolled like crazy. The 1 will kill one of my boys. The 2 will kill one of my boys. The 4 will kill one of my boys. But the 2 5s and the 3 6s will keep them alive. So I've lost 3 of my models. I'm just going to keep these to the side to remind me how many I've lost and to lament them. In fact, I'm going to give them their own emotional support squig, because sometimes when you're crumped before you get to do anything, you just need a hug from a squig. But you still have more guns.
My multi-melter has a range of 18. You pulled the orcs that were in range of that weapon. However, because you declare all of your shots at the beginning of the attack sequence, it's still in range of what are now dead boys.
So no matter what, you can't pull a unit out of shooting range of a model that's already declared all of its shots.
Yes.
You get to shoot.
The multi-melter has 2 attacks. They both hit. That's a 5 and a 3. And now exceed your toughness. I only need 2s. I rolled a 2 and a 4. So both of them do count as wounds.
Now, normally your armor penetration will blow right through my armor and melt me with microwaves. However, Medi-Squigs. So on 5s, I'm actually going to ignore these. I'm going to ignore both.
Wow.
Maybe JT plays orcs this year.
But one last attack. This is my Storm Fury missile launcher.
Uh-oh.
It's on a 3, that is a hit. On a 5, double your toughness, which means I'm wounding on a 2 plus 1 wound. You never wound on a 1, but 1 always fails. Now that I've said
Now
that,
that you've said it.
that's true.
But again, the power of the Medi-Squig on a 5, I will ignore this. And I do not. So I think I'm just going to pull this guy right here.
Then we go on to the Intercessor Squad. My Intercessor Squad still has range and line of sight to your boys. So then we elect its weapons. And I need to declare all my weapons and where they're going before I do any attacks. Luckily, the assault move has precluded me from shooting some of them. So we're going to make this really simple. My bolt rifles have the assault, which allows me to still advance and make a shooting attack. Unfortunately, the librarian, with his second attack, not an assault weapon, cannot shoot. And my grenade launcher in that squad, same thing, not an assault weapon, cannot shoot. So the only thing I'm shooting is my bolt rifles. I get 2 shots each with my bolt rifles. There are 5 bolt rifles in that squad, so I get a total of 10 attacks. Bolt rifles hit on 3s. They're only a strength of 4.
And I'm an Oath of Moment target, so that's going to give you 4 rerolls to hit. And Strength 4 to Toughness 5, you'd normally be wounding me on 5s, but Oath of Moment means you're wounding me on 4s with your bolters.
There we go. Reroll those. Looking for a 3+. Ooh, not very good. And then here we go. Wounding on a 4. I score 2.
Well, I'm still in the save allocation group because you have not actually removed them yet. And because I've allocated to that group and it's still the same phase, I continue to do so. I'm still on a 5-up armor save or a 5-up invulnerable save. So really, it's a 5-up invulnerable save. Many squigs! Doesn't help me in this case. Womp womp. I'm gonna have to remove 2 more models, 1 and 2. Well, sir, you have crumped me, but good.
Did a little bit of shooting.
Not gonna lie, I hurt a little.
Is that half your squad?
It is. You've killed 6 models, so they're below half. I will need to test for battle shock in my turn. However,
Two, one, mage. Two, one, range. 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 2, 1, mage. 2, 1, range.
This is going to be a rough one. Actually, what am I talking about? That's so much fruit.
2, 1, mage. 2, 1, range. 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 2, 1, mage. 2, 2, 1, range. 2, 1, mage. 2, 1, range. 2, 1, mage. 2, 1, range. 2, 1, mage. 2, 1, range. 2, 1, mage.
哦，Bro, no. I'm so dumb. Oh my god.
it may have hurt it enough to reduce its effectiveness.
I think that's the end of your turn.
That is the end of my turn.
Do you have any points to score, sir?
Unfortunately, with this primary mission, I do not score any points in the first battle round. What I've done here is I've set up for scoring in the second battle round.
Well, we know one thing that's going to happen.
We have to go to turn 2. Oh, right. That's going to happen.
Can you guys hear that?
Yep.
Oh, hey, Nick. I'm so glad you're here. Could you stand by tack for a moment?
What's going on?
No! No! So yes, sir, I have called the WA. This means all of my units now have a 5 of invulnerable save. I can advance and still charge, and I'm +1 strength and +1 attack. Command points, I'm up to 2.
I've got 3.
You have absolutely brutalized this unit of boys. I have to test Battle Shock now because at or below half strength, you have to test for Battle Shock because you've taken enough losses that your morale might waver. My war boss has a leadership of 6, and on a 6 or better, I will not be Battle Shock. That will mean not only do I have an objective control characteristic, I can still use stratagems on that unit. It's a risk, but I'm willing to take it. Here we go. Oh boy, I failed. That's not good.
Oh no. But we get to see one of Michael's cute little...
Battle Shock tokens. They will no longer have an objective control characteristic, and I can no longer use stratagems on that unit, which might be bad. That's the end of the Battle Shock step. Nobody else has to test, and I hold an objective. I hold this objective here, and that's outside of my deployment zone. That's going to score me 5 victory points. And now we move into the movement phase. I think it's time to get to Crumpin' now. Let's start with the boss man. His unit is gonna advance a mighty 6 again. I'm gonna move 12, my war boss. Because of my WA special rule, this allows me to still advance and charge.
What is really important is there is what's called a 2-inch engagement range. When you're within engagement range, it's meaning you're ready to fight. But you cannot enter into engagement range unless you've made a charge. So with that move, even though you could have maybe moved closer, you must stay outside of 2 for legal placement.
Now I can move through an engagement range, but I cannot end an engagement range. I think I want to yeet my Gretchen right at you and see what happens. So we're going to advance my Gretchen. I rolled a 5. That means I get to go 11. I'm going to place this 2-inch widget down so that I know that I'm going to be out of engagement range. My war track moves 12. Now, when you're moving a mounted unit like this, you can't actually go through the wall, because that's only for infantry, beast, and swarm. Or if you fly like your speeder, I can go up and over. So the way to move this is to move in a series of straight lines. So I move him up 4 inches to here, and now I can pivot him, and now I can move him forward the rest of his movement. I'm gonna move him in a straight line. I don't need to move him very far.
So now you're able to see through that terrain area, see the land speeder. Land speeder is also a target.
Now I've got my unit of boys with a weird boy, because I'm just gonna move forward 6. Just short of the objective with the weird boy, and I can stay off by a little bit.
We enter into the shooting phase.
I don't have any other options here but to just shoot you with my war track. I have the rapid fire 2 on my custom shoot on my war track. I'm actually going to target your captain with that. Because he's in rapid fire range, I'm going to get 6 shots. But now I have rockets as well. The rocket launcher will target your Vanguard vets. Let's roll for the captain first. I have a ballistic skill of 5+. However, you're in cover. I need 6s. Well, my rocket launcher shoots D3 plus 3 times. That means I roll 1d6, halve the number rounding up. It's a 2, that's a 1, plus 3 is 4 shots. And again, you are in cover, meaning I'm hitting you on 6s. I hit you once. Now this is strength 10.
So I'm only a toughness of 4.
I need a 2. It's a 1. The war track apparently is not the shootiest there is. We're gonna move to the only other unit I have that can shoot. Ardmob boys with attached weird boy. Their target is going to be your intercessors. So we're gonna start actually with the weird boys shooting. The weird boy has psychic powers. The cool part about psychic powers is they have any modifiers to hit. So I'm gonna do dust stomp. Imagine a giant green foot coming down and stomping on your unit. This is a blast weapon. So it is a blast 1, which means for every 5 models in the unit, I'm gonna get an extra attack. It's D6 plus 2. D6 plus 2 is 8, and 1 more for the number of models in your unit. I get 9 shots. 4, sir. These are strength 4, your toughness 4, so I'm needing 4s. I wound you 3 times.
Mighty Space Marine has power armor, so I've got a 3+. Ooh, I failed 2 of them. You kill a single intercessor because they're 1 damage each. Oh, intercessor has 2 wounds, so this one has died.
so now I have a whole bunch of boys to shoot. Every one of the boys has got a slugger, the sergeant in the unit, the boss knob, he actually gets a custom shooter. All of these hit on 5s at strength 4, which means I can roll all of these dice together as they all have the same profile. Have I hit you 13 times?
Gork and Walker with.
I think they're with me today. These are at strength 4 against toughness 4, so I need 4s to wound you. Oh, there's the turn. All right, 8 wounds.
These 2 get allocated to an intercessor, killing that intercessor. These 2 are also failed saves. All your shooters just kill 2.
I have no more shots left. The charge phase. My Gretchen are going to attempt to charge. Then you roll your dice and you can determine how far you can go. Theoretically, if I rolled high enough, my Gretchen could actually charge your captain, but I don't want to. I want to take out these guys. I get an 8. An 8 would actually get me to your captain, but I'm not choosing.
Two, one, mage. Two, one, range. 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 2, 1, mage. 2, 1, range. 2, 1, mage. 2, 1, range.
'Him. I'm gonna go 8 inches, and I'm gonna wrap up your Vanguard veterans. I really want my war boss to get crumping into your captain. I'm gonna declare that charge next, in the midboard. That's a 7. I can reach both of your units, but I don't want to. I want to put everything into your captain. My weird boy's got this. Because if I can sink this charge, that means not only will I reach there, but I'll probably be on the objective for next turn as well. So I need a 10. It's not unheard of. I believe in the power of the Wa. Here we go. That is so not the power of the Wa.
Now that charges are complete, we enter into the fight phase. The fight phase is broken into 3 steps. There's Paladin, there's the fight, and then there's consolidate. What happens here is the active player makes all of their Paladins first, then the opposing player does the same.
I want to get everybody I can into your Space Marine captain.
If you are engaged with a unit, you have to get closer to the unit that you're engaged with.
Guy there can go basic.
If you are engaged with a unit, you have to get closer to the unit that you're engaged with.
Guy there can go basically just through that wall and around the back. The next guy gets the touch, and then the war boss follows up in behind. I have 2 units that are fighting first because I charge, which means I will fight with my fights first units before you get to activate. So I'm actually going to start the fight phase with my Gretchen. My Gretchen normally only have 1 attack, so I would have 10. But because I'm on the Wa and they have that rule, I now have 20 attacks. They get +1 strength as well. So they go from strength 2 to strength 3. I have a stratagem called Crumple, and I'm gonna use it on my Gretchen to give them an additional +1 strength. I have strength 4 Gretchen. I'm hitting you on 5s with 20 attacks, and I'm wounding you on 4s, hitting you on 5s. Oh, I did okay. I'm wounding you on 4s.
I can't believe Gretchen are wounding me on 4s. I've got an armor save of 3+.
Come on, boys, you got this.
You got that!
My Gretchen is dead hard. So I get 1 of them.
You do.
Atta boys.
I am spending 2 command points on the stratagem counteroffensive, which allows me to interrupt the flow of battle. Because you made a charge with the Gretchen, they have fights first, so they get to fight in the fights first step. Your boys also made a charge, eligible to fight in the fights first step. I have no fights first, but by spending the 2 command points, I'm interrupting that flow. My captain's gonna fight. My captain's gonna use his mastercrafted power weapon. And we're going to go right into that Oath of Moment Boy Squad. Power weapon hits on 2s. I rolled 2 1s in there for you.
That's okay. You get to reroll
I
them.
get to reroll them. I have a strength of 5 with my weapon. You are a toughness of 5. Oath of Moment rule kicks in, and I'm +1 to wound.
Come on, boys. I have 5 wounds to take. I have 3 allocation groups. I have 3 boys left, so that's allocation group 1. I have this Donna, who has 2 wounds, and then I have the character, which is my 3rd group. I'm on 5 up invulnerable saves thanks to the Wa. Well, I'm gonna lose a boy. I'm gonna lose a boy. I'm gonna lose another boy. You're gonna kill out the knob.
Yes. I'll take that exchange.
I think you would too. I would still engage with you, and I'm still engaged with you because I'm just over an inch away, which means it's time for my war boss to crump your boss. I'm hitting you on 2s. I'm wounding you on 2s, and every 6 I roll to hit gives me an extra hit. Come on, big boss, do some. Wah! Arch is made for fighting and winning. I get 4 more attacks. Strength 9, T4, wounding you on 2s. 8 wounds at AP 2 damage each.
My Space Marine captain with that shield has 6 wounds, which means I can only fill 2 of these. I've also got an invulnerable save of a 4+.
Gortan Mort! Gortan Mort! Gortan Mort!
Oh, he's super dead.
Ah!
We've resolved all of the fights first, which enters into ongoing combat. In ongoing combat, I've only got one unit left, which is my Vanguard Veterans. Typically, I'd be winning on 2s, but because of your detachment rule, winning on 3s.
Indeed. Normally, I don't even have an armor save, but it's the power of the Wa. So on 5s, I'm saving these because I have an invulnerable save.
Save them all?
No, I just failed one.
Oh.
I failed one. Well, so that's the end of the fight step. Now we go to the consolidation step, starting with the active player. It's my turn, so that's me. I'm gonna scooch into there. Here, you're still gonna hold this objective though, I believe. And then I've got my war boss. I'm gonna stand right there, benefit of cover because I'm touching it and I'm an infantry, and I'm gonna be happy.
Once you declare that you are making a consolidation move, you must do one. You can also say you're not doing a consolidation move and then just stay still. So I'm going to declare that I'm not making a consolidation move. I stay still to let it have objective control on them.
I actually crumped a unit. I got your captain that turn. That means I'm actually going to score 5 points for crumping a unit. I'm at 10, sir. So I'm still on the wall, but your oath of moment goes away.
We're going to oath a moment, your boys. Gain command points. Add 1 from last turn. I'm going to go to 2.
I will go up to 2 points as well.
And then we have test for battle shock. I pass. Then we go into scoring. Unfortunately, with the death of my captain, you have mitigated my ability to score because I need to hold at least one objective, but I need to also hold more than you. But that's okay. We'll score later. In the moon phase, I am aware that you have a potential what's called a surge move. I want to get closer with my librarian and intercessors, but I do not want you to surge into them. So I'm going to move my land speeder right there. That's called a move block. When you make a surge move, you have to go and engage that thing first. That's going to allow me to have my librarian on the other side of it, and I have to make sure that I'm outside of 2 inches from your war boss.
Well, that was quick. I think it's time to shoot.
We're going to start shooting my librarian squad. And the reason why we're going to do that is because a vehicle is still allowed to shoot even though it's tied in close combat. So if you do reach the vehicle, you're still able to shoot it. You are now within rapid fire range of my intercessors. The librarian has 2 modes with his what's called his fulmination attack. With fulmination, he has the electro pulse, which is 2 shots at a higher strength, or electro surge, which is 3 shots plus blast 2.
Oh dear.
We're going to go with more shots. Bolt rifles first. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling because it's the moment.
Yep.
Everything hits.
My top is 5, which normally 5s, but I'm oath.
So back to 4s.
Back to 4s.
Only 2.
5s, because that's my save. What's next?
So now we get the 3 base attacks with my librarian, plus an extra 4 attacks from blast. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of the moment. 5s to wound, going to 4s because of the moment.
Indeed.
There we go.
That's better.
Two, one, mage. Two, one, range. Two, one, mage. Two, one, range. Two, one, mage. Two, one, range. Two, one, mage. 2, 1, range. 2, 1, 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 mage. 2, 1, range.
'Okay, so I'm gonna lose one. You finished shooting at my unit with your intercessors and librarian. Spend 1 command point. I'm gonna get stuck in, and I'm gonna make a surge move of d6 plus 1 inches. I'm gonna go 2, but everybody has to go closer. It does, however, put me in engagement range.
Now you have engaged the land speeder.
I have.
The land speeder is a vehicle. I'm still allowed to shoot with it. The land speeder is now going to fire. We're going to split fire, just like you did. My Melta, as well as my Storm Fury, are going to go into your boss. The Gatling Cannon is going to go into the boys. Start by trying to take down some boys first.
Oh boy.
Gatling Cannon, normally hitting on a 3. I'm now hitting on a 4 because I am engaged, so -1 to hit. 4s. Strength 5, so winning on 4s to 3s. That's all of them.
5 up invulnerable save, and you're gonna kill 3 boys this time.
Let's see if we can melt down a war boss. I'm gonna go with the melters first.
I need a 5 up invulnerable save, and you're in melter range, which means you do bonus damage here if I don't save this. I don't save this. Oh, come on. 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3. 4. No! Oh, well, he crumped you. It's only fair you crump me back.
My Vanguard veterans have close quarter weapons. Typically, what you can't do is you can't shoot your ranged weapons in engagement range. However, with close quarters, you are able to. So I've got 3 heavy bolt pistols in that squad, as well as a plasma pistol. Now, the plasma pistol has 2 modes. It's kind of normal fire, as well as a supercharge. With supercharge, it gets +1 to strength and +1 to its damage. None of which matters versus Gretchen. However, for the sake of playing a demo game, we're gonna supercharge it anyway.
Now, this is the risk of a hazard roll, which if you fail after shooting the weapon, you have to roll a hazard check. On the roll of a 1 or 2, your unit takes a mortal wound.
We'll do the safe guns first. Heavy bolt pistols into your Gretchen. Winning on 3s. Hey, that's 2 of them. AP1.
5 up invulnerable saves because of the power of the Wa, and I failed both.
Here's the supercharged plasma pistol, which fails to hit.
Okay.
Uh-oh. For my hubris, if I roll a 1 or a 2, that unit takes a single mortal wound. That is not. So
You're okay.
I'm okay.
Do crump 2 of my grots.
I'm going to go into the charge phase. Librarian and his two buddies. Land my librarian on this side. Land this intercessor over here. I'm going to spend one of my command points on terrifying charge.
Oh.
I've ended a charge move with your boys. You're going to need to take a battle shock test at -1.
Oh dear. My weird boy's leadership is a 7. At -1, I fail. You've battle shocked my boys. Well, that makes my fight phase real easy to figure.
Now we go into the fight phase. In the fight phase, we start with paladin moves.
Piling in with the Vanguard vets.
With my intercessors, they were all able to reach base with your weird boy.
I need to make my pile-in moves. Boy squad here can definitely do some movement. Is try to get as many onto the objective as I can and stay in coherency.
The only fights first available to any of us at current is my librarian with the intercessors. We're now into the new phase, which is the fight phase, so I'm going to do decapitating strike for my last command point.
Oh, interesting.
All of my attacks have precision.
Uh-oh.
What precision does is it changes the order of your save allocation pool. It puts the character in front. Typically, the characters always are at the end. So we're going to go with the librarian. You know, with the force weapon, I get 4 attacks. Rerolling, because you're my ultimate moment target.
Yeah, I am.
Only 1.
I'm on a 5-up invulnerable save on the weird one, and I fail it. Gonna take 2 wounds.
Chainsword next. Hitting on 3s. So I'm gonna roll that.
Yes, you are.
Strength of 4. Winning on 5s. Force. Because of
You need to get these through.
that's not bad. 3.
Are all allocated to the weird boy because he's the character. Fail 1, fail another one, but the 6-up goes to the next allocation group, which is my boys, and they save it with a 6-up. So
Right.
weird boy is felled.
Action fist. Hitting on 3s. 2 fails. And then wounding on 4. 1.
5-up, and I lose a boy.
That was the only fights first that we had, and what we're trying to do is always trying to alternate who's fighting. I ended the last fight, then when we enter into ongoing combats, you get to choose the next fight.
I'm gonna activate my Gretchen, and I'm gonna spend my last command point, and I'm gonna crump him because it's funny, and we're gonna do some work. Now I'm only hitting you on 5s, and I only have 14 attacks this time. I need 5s. Oh, that's my boys. 4s to wound you. I wound you, sir, 5 times.
Not again!
5 times with a Gretchen. That's my boys.
You killed him!
However, you now have the next activation, which is
Armored Impact. Sounds like a lot. It's not.
it's basically the Marine kicking me outside the door.
I would love to thin down some orcs.
Yeah. All right, 3, and these are 1 damage each, and I've got 4 boys left. I need 5s. If I save 1, I lose 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw my entire unit, the big choppa, and I'm gonna throw the boys and their choppas into your intercessors and library. Where I have 4 choppa attacks into your intercessors. I am strength 4 to strength 5 because of the wasp. I'm winning on 3s. Just 1 AP 1 for 1 damage.
Armor of 3 goes to armor of 4, which I make.
You do 4 attacks with the big choppa from the knob. Here we go. 2 wounds. I killed 2 with Gretchen.
A 6 and a 1. You got 1. Well, yeah, okay.
The play over here was to run in the Gretchen so that the Gretchen died, and in the Ardmob Gretchen have the ability, once you wipe them out, you move them to the battlefield, and they deep strike. So I can like show up anywhere on the board outside 8 inches, like your home objective to score points.
But little did you know that you were given the deadliest Gretchen in the universe.
Super Grots. Super Grots!
Well, I would like to extract some super revenge here.
6 attacks.
Two, one, mage. Two, one, range. Two, one, mage. Two, one, range. Two, one, mage. 2, 1, range. Two, one, mage. Two, one, 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 range.
Hey, Dice woke up.
5 up invulnerable saves. Oh, I lose 3 more. I believe it is the consolidate step.
I get to consolidate first. I want to stop you from moving on to the objective.
That's the end of the second turn only, but I'm out of the wall, and I think I'm in trouble.
But the score last time I checked was 10 for him, 0 for me.
I've killed 3 Vanguard veterans with Gretchen.
Gain our core command points. I'm going to go to 1. You're going to go to 1.
As am I.
We go into the battle shock step.
So I've got a couple of battle shocks to make. So I'm going to start with my boy squad. This is kind of important. And okay, yep, they're going to just be battle shock. That's fine. Gretchen need an 8 to pass their battle shock. It's a 7. They fail. I failed my battle shocks, but importantly, as we've dedicated the center to having 2 objectives, I hold 1. That puts me up to 15 points, sir. I am afraid of your giant spear. I'm actually going to get the heck away from it. My war track is going to go beating towards your home objective.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
And now I'm going to fall back my Gretchen.
Uh-oh. Because you failed the battle shock test, and you're battle shocked, you're making it a desperate escape test.
That means I have to roll 4 dice, and on the roll of a 1 or a 2, my Gretchen take a mortal wound. 1s and 2s, I lose 1. He's going to go, eh. The boys are happy where they are. I'm going to shoot into your Space Marines.
I get the benefit of cover.
So I'm hitting you on 6s. Okay, now it's onto the war track. I need to get rid of these Vanguard veterans. Custom Shooter's going to get 6 shots, so we don't hit you at all.
Come on, Vanguard vets. Make up for the Gretchen.
So it is D3 plus 2 with my rockets. Come on, boys. I hit you with one of my rockets.
Oh, no.
This is a strength 10 rocket. Oh no, it's a 1!
But you've suppressed me.
So you're gonna be -1 a hit until my next shooting phase. Ongoing fight step. It's me! We're going to simply swing at you with my choppas. I hit you with choppas twice. So these are strength 4, wounding you on 4s. A 1 wound at AP 1 into your intercessors and librarians, sir.
On a 4+, which I make.
And then the big choppa hitting you on 3s hits you just the 1 time, but wounds you on a 3. Oh no, not like this!
You're telling me there's a chance.
I am telling you there's a chance.
Okay, move on to the first ongoing fight, and we're just gonna go with the librarian and my lone intercessor. Oh dear. The chainsword first. Here we go, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of Oath of Moment.
Oh, boy.
Still there.
Oh boy. So my boys have a 5-up armor save. All my dice rolls will be modified by 1, so effectively I gotta roll 6s. I only have 4 wounds left in the unit, and you pick them up. Chainswords go.
That is the end of your turn.
It is. I did not crump any units that turn. 15 points, but you're about to score a bunch.
I'm going to Oath of Moment your war track.
Indeed. I'm going to go to 2 command points, as are you.
So now I have some battle shocks to take. I've got a battle shock test that I need to do here. They pass. Right now you are on 2 objectives.
I am.
I need at least 2 in order to score some primary points.
Yes, sir.
I'm not willing to risk that roll over there. I'm going to spend 1 command point on Stratagem Insane Bravery, and they're going to auto pass.
So it's once per game you can automatically pass a battle shock test.
That means that I'm finally on the scoreboard, and I'm going to go to 15 points. Landspeeder to hold a center objective. My librarian and the intercessor are going to just hop over to the other side. Stay on that objective for cover, just in case things go sideways for me, and get range and shoot at your war track. The Vanguard veterans are okay with staying on the objective where they are. You cannot move into engagement range with an enemy model, and thus your Gretchen continues to be a pain in my backside. So
Shoot him! Please shoot him!
we're going to start off by shooting a pistol and a plasma pistol at your Gretchen.
Don't overcharge it. No overcharge it.
I'm going to overcharge the super.
You're a mad lad.
That's a hit, and then this is now strength 8.
You winning me on not 1.
Lots and lots and lots of AP. We might have just exchanged a wound for wound.
We might have.
We did not.
All right.
Bolt pistol going into your Gretchen from the Vanguard veterans. That is a miss. We're going to Spitfire here. Landspeeder, we're going to take the Melta and the Storm Fury. They're going to go into your war track. Then we're going to take the Gatling Cannon, and that is going to go into the Gretchen.
Oh, you poor boys. You've done such great work.
Melta. You are in cover, so I'll be hitting on 4s. The 2 does fail. 4 hits. This is strength 10, wounding on 3s, but at the moment, wounding on 2s. Both wound.
Oh boy. He's got extra plating, which gives him a 4-up invulnerable save. And I make 1 fail.
Okay, let's see what the damage is. 4.
Okay, I have 7 wounds to start. He's down to 3.
Let's see if we can finish you off with the Storm Fury. On a 4. That's not a 4, that's a 3.
But that is a reroll.
Oath of Moment. That's a 5, that's a hit. 2s.
This is still my 4-up invuln. Yes! He lives!
Oh no.
He lives!
All right, and then here comes the Gatling Cannon into your Gretchen.
Oh, poor boy.
Now on 2s. So 4.
4?
No AP, so just your regular save.
I cannot roll a 7 on a d6.
Oh,
They go away. And it triggers their special rule. They come back at full strength and they gain the deep strike keyword. Guess what? All these boys were larfing their arses off because, silly Marines, you thought you was in Orc Heaven. The Gretchen is gonna go back. And you're finished shooting.
I am finished shooting.
And this means I use my stratagem. I'm gonna get stuck in with an unengaged Ard Mob unit. It's gonna go 6 inches. Plus 1, 5, 6, guess what?
Oh, what? What are you doing?
I actually get onto the objective, sir.
And those Vanguard veterans have not left. This is why it was so important when I was doing my movement to stay on that objective. Now I can't shoot your war track anymore. These 2 will block my line of sight.
Yep.
However, by staying on the objective, potentially I'm still scoring points.
Indeed.
Now we go into the charge phase. I can't really make a charge move, so we go into the fight phase, and I'm the active player. I fight first. We're going to pile in my Vanguard veterans into your war tracks.
4 rolls hitting plus 1 to wound me here. Means you're gonna be hitting me on 4s because you're suppressed, but wounding me on 4s. So you could theoretically take him out.
Luckily, I'm rerolling here to fail because of the -1 hit
Thank you, suppression.
on 4s.
So I have an invulnerable save of 4. I've made 1.
Do you make 2?
I make 2! He lives! He lives on a single wound! Oh boy. Come on, big dog. I'm gonna spend my command point. I'm gonna crump him. I'm gonna give that unit +1 to strength. So now he's at strength 5. That means I'm gonna get my 6 attacks. These hit you on 3s. They wound you on 3s. Here we go. Come on, use the dead killiest. Only 3 wounds. That's not enough to kill your unit, but it's enough to hurt you.
Well, the Vanguard veterans have not been making their saves.
No, they haven't.
Which means they make their saves later.
Two, one, mage. Two, one, range. 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 Two, one, mage. Two, one,
later in the game, so it's going to happen now.
Later is now. AP1.
The one on the objective has a single wound left.
Whew. Okay, sir. That was a turn.
That was a turn.
We are so low on models. However, I've got a grot infestation coming back. This is down to the wire.
It is.
I need to crump a unit. I need to hold objectives. First things first, it is command point time.
I go to 2.
I go to 1.
With this particular prime mission, it says that you can score at the end of your command phase or at the end of your turn. I'm just going to take a guess that you want to score at the end of your turn.
Oh yeah, we can score at the end of a turn. Here's what I'm doing though. I'm spending my command point in the battle shock step because that's where we're at. And I am going to insanely brave my poor 1 wound war track. Why? Because I have a shot here. I have a shot to win this. He has objective control 3, which means I can put him onto this objective. I do not score until the end of my turn. The Gretchen are coming back, baby. They're gonna do some work. And all I need to do is put 1 guy on the objective. I'm going to drop a bunch of Gretchen. I'm gonna try to get a measure of cover here. That does satisfy me. Hold an objective. It holds your home for 10 points, but I need to crump a unit. The easiest unit to crump is gonna be that Vanguard vet. But I can't shoot him, or can I? Insanely brave, falling back. This is literally it.
We enter into the shooting phase, and this rides on a Vanguard veteran being able to survive Gretchen.
We's the biggest and bestest. Oh yeah, baby, let's go. 5s, baby, I need 5s. Oh, it's 2, a 1 or a 2, and the game could be mine.
This is tough. 1, I want to see my friend be happy. 2, I want to be happy.
Oh, no matter what, this is an epic moment.
All right, here we go.
Do we cut to black before anybody sees this roll and just mess with everyone? No, we don't.
Ah, he makes it! He's alive! The Vanguard veterans finally came through.
So I would try to charge, but it would take me off your home. And I cannot risk this because that's 5 points and this is 5 points. That's 10 points. That puts me up to 25 at the end of my turn. That is the most I can do.
I need to find 10 points. Can I find 10 points? We go into my turn, and we have a path to potential victory. We're going to assign an oath of moment. The war track has to die.
Oh, this is your turn, so I'm up to a command point.
I'm at 3. I've already used the same bravery, so I can't do it again. So the Vanguard veteran holding that 1 objective, let's see if he passes. 11,
so brave.
super brave.
He just weathered a fire of the super grots. Of course he's brave.
Yes, super grots. That's what we're gonna call him. Librarian and the intercessor. If I'm able to pass this, then this is victory.
Pretty much. Oh no! Oh no!
They are battle shooketh.
So at present, TAC, I hold 3 objectives. So your bonus of 5 points for holding equal or more is in trouble. You have to kill my war track, and that takes me off an objective that gives me 2, gives you 2, and that you control more or equal, and you'll get your extra 5. So you will score potentially 50 points.
Potentially. We're going to go into the move phase, and in the move phase, we're going to move.
Oh, my poor Gretchen.
I was going to just leave him there, but I felt battle shock, so now we have to choose violence. And then the land speeder is going to take to the skies and just go over. It's just out of engagement because if I don't kill you in shooting, I might have to charge and then consolidate back onto that objective. We've done all my movements. We go into the shooting phase. In the shooting phase, we are going to take my intercessor and my librarian. We're going to go into your Gretchen.
You kick me off that objective, that's a guaranteed win. So I think I have to spend my Manny's Wigs. So I'm going to spend my command point on Manny's Wigs. I'm going to give that unit of Gretchen a 5 up invulnerable save.
We are going to start the party off with my librarian. He's got 3 shots, but blast 2. How many Gretchen are in there?
10,
So
4
that's
extra shots.
4 extra shots. So hitting on 3s, but no rerolls because my oath of moment is on your war track. That is 6.
5 up, invulnerable saves. Oh, you only killed 4.
Here's the plasma pistol going into the war track. Not supercharging because I can't risk the 1 wound. That is a hit.
3s.
That's a 3.
I need a 4 up invulnerable save, or you pick them up. 6, baby, yeah!
All right. How many Gretchen do you have left?
I have 6.
I have 8 shots with the Gatling cannon. It's going to go into your Gretchen.
Come on, boys, you got this.
The Storm Fury missile is going to go into your Gretchen.
Oh!
The Meltas are going to go into the war track. Meltas into the war track. Double 6s.
I'm gonna do the same thing. 4 up invul. Here we go. No!
Yes! Alright, war track down. Step 1 of the plan. Stone Fury into the Gretchen. That's a hit.
And wounds me on not a 1. Oh! Gatling Cannon's gotta do all the work.
Alright, here we go. Here we go.
There's a 1.
Oh, there's 2 ones.
There's
in
2
there.
ones.
I can't do it. 4 saves to make.
4 saves to make. And I make 1, but I lose 3. And guess what? That makes your charge impossible.
At current, because at the end of the battle, I will hold as many as you do, because you've holding 2. I will score 5 points for that. I will hold 2 in the center, which will give me 10 points, give me 15. That will put my score up to 30 to your 25. That will win the Space Marines the game.
Dude, that was good. That's fantastic. It's like 3 Gretchen left. There's just barely Space Marines just holding on. This was so much fun.
I hope that everyone got to learn a lot as we played through that game. At one point, we actually forgot what the plot is, which was to teach you how to play Warhammer 40k, and we just had a blast playing the game. Though, that being said, what I do want to say is Gretchen are not the most powerful unit in the Orcs Codex, so don't take this game as an example of what Gretchen can always do.
Gretchen are the best. Right, Michael? Speaking of Michael, thanks to Leveled Up. We appreciate all the...
Two, one, mage. Two, one, range. 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 Two, 1 mage. 2 1 range. 2 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 1 mage. 2 1 range.
Jesus Christ.
Cool widgets.
2, 1, mage. 2, 1, range. 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 2, 2, 1, mage. 2, 1, range. 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 2, 1, mage. 2, 1, mage. 2, 1, range. 2, 1, mage. 2, 1, range. 2, 1, mage. 2, 1, range. 2, 1, mage. 2, 2, 1, mage. 2, 1, range. 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 Two, one, mage. Two, one, 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 range. 2, 1, mage. 2, 1, range. 2, 1, mage. Two, one, mage. Two, one, range. 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 Two, one, mage. Two, one, range.